You know that saying about all good things in moderation, right?
Well, you can forget about that because on today's show, we're talking about the sweet life.
Yes, let us eat cake. Today on
Su Vida. Hi, I'm J.R. Cardenas, and Vanessa, this is going to be a great show.
Oh, yes, it is. I'm Vanessa Ramirez, and before COVID hit, we used to feature hidden gems restaurants where we'd visit and eat everything on the menu.
Oh, those were the days. And I know that we're going to get to do that again, but today, this is just as good.
And that's because the hidden gem has come to us. We are featuring Abbie cakes. Look at that.
From the kitchen to the professional bake shop, at Abbie Cakes, business is always on the rise. You see what we did there? Take a look.
My love for baking started about 10 or 12 years ago. I took a cake decorating class at Michael's with my mom and my grandmother. And then just over many years, I was taking custom cake orders on the side. I decorated the front of our house. We had many people come pick up cakes, and so like the front of our house was closed off, and it was like our little cake shop. And we had the Abbie Cakes logo, the sign up there. We had display stands and cakes just like we have here. I don't think that I, for a long time, ever thought we were going to open a storefront. I thought I could fully run a business from my home just doing custom cakes. This particular space was previously a bakery, and so when we saw it become available in the town where I grew up, it just seemed like the right thing to do. Abbie Cakes came about because my daughter's name is Abbie.
Hi, I'm Abbie.
We were always in the kitchen, baking together, and just the natural thing that came out of all of our mouths was Abbie Cakes, and we were always calling her Abbie Cakes. She's always keeping things fresh, and she's very honest about flavors. She is the #1 taste tester that we have, and she'll tell us if it's good, if it's not, if it doesn't go, or if the flowers don't look right on the cake and they didn't match.
I like the double chocolate chip cookie because it has a lot of chocolate and I like chocolate.
My team is so special because everybody is so different, and really everybody brings something different to the table. And we don't really make any decisions just on one person alone. We take everybody's opinions, everybody's feedbacks. I mean, even as far as flavors, when we're making a macaron flavor, everybody in the kitchen tries it, everybody gives their feedback, and then we move forward with it. So I think just all the different perspectives and personalities and taste buds really is what makes our team so great. One of my favorite cakes is one that we created for Pride Month, and it had different swatches of buttercream that were just hand painted onto the front of the cake. It had a ganache drip and all kinds of loaded stuff on top, all the sweets, an ice cream cone, macarons, sprinkles, and that definitely is our design style, just being really fun, creative, and really bright and vibrant. And that's really like who we are. I think I'm most proud that my dream has actually come to life and it's become a reality. Prior to coming in here, we were just always jokingly saying, yeah, what if we took that spot one day? What if we got to go in there? And it's actually true, and I think people don't realize their potential, and even going into it, sometimes you don't know if it's going to work out, and then it does. And it really only works out because of the team that you have and the community that shows up for you. So I'm most proud to be part of this community and to be living my dream in this community. We would like to invite you to come try us out and have the Abbie Cakes experience and see the difference in our sweet kitchen.
Oh, if only Smell-O-Vision was available. Check this out, Vanessa. They sent me this delicious cinnamon roll with pecans and caramel sauce all over the place.
Oh yeah, well take a look at this s'mores brownie. This is delicious. It has a graham cracker crust. It's topped with toasted marshmallows, drizzled with chocolate, and some sprinkles on top.
Oh, it smells so good. Looks amazing too.
Yes, okay, so we're gonna finish these. We'll catch up with you right after this. I don't even want to eat it, Jared. It looks too pretty.
No, eat it. Eat it.
Su Vida is brought to you by Chicanos por la Causa. Join the cause for change.
Hey, welcome back to Su Vida. You know, it's traditionally back to school time, but there's nothing traditional about the world we live in right now.
That's right. If the kids are going back to class and if you return to your job, there might be someone left at home wondering, where did everybody go?
And that's your pet. Your best friend is used to having you around and might need some extra attention.
Yeah, all this month was focusing on back to school stories on Yurview. This one's a little bit different, but hey, we can't forget about our furry friends.
There were a lot of good things that were happening where maybe dogs just enjoyed spending more time with their families. They might have gone on more walks. They might have gotten more playtime in the yard. Dogs are very social animals, so I think that it's going to be a harder adjustment for them. I think that they're also probably accustomed to going more places with people at this point, so there's going to be that disappointment factor when people are getting their things together and the dog realizes that they're not headed out the door with their human. Signs of stress can be more obvious, so we can see excessive barking, destructive behavior, dogs that are urinating or defecating in the home, even if they were previously potty trained. One thing that I think is a great idea is to start feeding your dog out of a food toy. So it could be something like a Kong. They come in different sizes, but you can stuff some meaty food inside of the Kong along with some of their dry food or some other treats. You can put it into the freezer. And if your dog just starts to get accustomed to eating out of a food toy each morning, that's very helpful because when you do start to go back to work, you can start to give them that food toy right before you're about to leave the house. I like to use some sound therapy. So YouTube has a lot of really great sounds like the sound of waves crashing on the beach or rain falling. And if you start to pair those sounds at first, maybe when your dog is sleeping at night, you can create an association where your dog learns that to feel more rested and more relaxed when they're hearing those sounds. So if we start off playing them at night, then we can also start to incorporate those sounds into times where we are leaving the house, and your dog might, by association, feel calmer. So nature therapy is something else that we can consider here. I think that taking your dog out routinely to a nice, quiet nature trail is a really good idea. Research has shown that it can have a real calming effect on dogs, and it can help them better cope with stressful situations like when we do have to leave them alone for long stretches during the day.
Be sure to visit Yurview.com where you'll find tips and other stories to make the transition back to the classroom 2020 style just a little bit easier.
I bet there's some good ideas for some healthy snacks for school lunches on that site. You know, like apples. Those are always a good choice.
Or carrots. You know, carrots are good. I heard they're great for your eyes. But if your vision needs a little more help, you may need to pay a visit to the Carrot Eye Center.
Hi, my name is Matthew Hammond. I'm a surgeon and owner here at Carrot Eye Center. Today is a great day because we get to do surgery on not only my best friend and partner, but my other surgeon here at Carrot Eye Center, Dr. Michael Harrian. So we're going to fix his vision.
Hi, I'm Mike Harrian. I'm an owner and a surgeon here at Carrot Eye Center. It's another exciting surgical day here, although it's a little bit unique today because I'm the patient and looking forward to going through the process here and want to share that with you.
With this procedure that we're doing today on Dr. Harrian, this procedure is actually awesome for a number of different people. So for example, it's great for that, late 40s, mid 50 range people, maybe even up to your mid 60s. As we gain wisdom, the lens inside of our eye gets a little thicker with time, and it doesn't have the capacity to zoom in and zoom out anymore, to sort of thicken and thin. So we call it presbyopia. and you lose the ability to see up close. It's like clockwork that we can almost tell how old you are based on how much you still have or how much you've lost.
Yesterday, I wasn't nervous at all. When I got up this morning, I was a little bit nervous. And I think if I go to the root of it, it's just an unknown. But that is completely normal. Even for me who understands the procedure probably a lot better than somebody going through it, I still have anxiety. Just because it's surgery, it's your eyes. But what comforts me is who's doing my surgery and where I'm getting my surgery done.
So I think it's time to get Dr. Herring's vision fix. I can't wait, let's get going. Things centered up beautifully. Gonna feel a little pressure here for a half second. Your vision's gonna go dark for just a minute. Completely normal. Doing beautiful.
15 seconds.
Here we go. Just relax, it's going great. And that's it. You're all done, brother.
I can't thank you guys enough. That was just really, really smooth from beginning to end. So it's been a little bit under 24 hours. I've had LASIK surgery to both eyes. Coming back today, my post-op vision check was 20/15 in the right eye, 20/25 in the left eye, which is exactly what we expected for the blended vision. I really am having no discomfort whatsoever. At Carrot Eye Center, we have a lot of tools at our disposal. And depending on what the patient's needs are, what they want to accomplish for their activities of daily life, we want to be able to custom tailor a refractive procedure. In my case, it was a blended vision so that I don't need to use glasses to see distance or near. I'm post-op day 1, not even 24 hours, and I'm thrilled.
Vanessa, you know how I know carrots are good for your vision? Have you ever seen a rabbit wearing glasses?
That is a major dad joke right there.
I know, I couldn't help myself, sorry. Hey, we're talking about school lunches before. You know what else would be good on a kid's lunchbox? How about one of these? These here are the new cupcakes, macaroons. We got coconut strawberry and blueberry delight. Actually, this is lavender blueberry. These are amazing.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of amazing, you know it would be in my lunchbox? This sweet treat from Abbie Cakes. It is a cookie sandwich. It is chocolate chip cookies filled with vanilla buttercream, drizzled with caramel. This will go amazing with some almond milk. So I'm gonna go get some almond milk. Subida will be right back, right after these messages. Hey, welcome back to Subida, brought to you by Chicanos por la Causa. I'm Vanessa Ramirez.
And I'm J.R. Cardenas. On today's show, we're enjoying some delicious treats from our good friends over at Abbie Cakes. And will you take a look at this? OMG, Vanessa. These are cookie sandwiches. This is a vanilla buttercream sandwich between two scrumptious, chewy chocolate chip cookies. And unlike yours, mine has sprinkles.
I'm jealous, but you know what? Your macarons look so good that I decided to get some for myself. And my favorite is the coconut strawberry. Look at that. It even has sprinkles of coconut right on top. So cute.
Yeah, so delicious too. One of my favorite quotes is, life is uncertain, eat dessert first. And it's true. You never know what tomorrow will bring. If you're a motorcycle rider, following a few simple rules will ensure many more tomorrows will come and a lot more dessert as well.
The most important thing that I always preach about motorcycle safety is training. Training is critical. You know, just because you buy a motorcycle don't mean you know how to ride it, and just because you know how to ride it, you haven't had the training or the experience to do so. That's why through a Motorcycle Safety Foundation, we fund some dollars for training to reduce the cost of that training that most people should get. The M endorsement, in order for you to get the endorsement on your driver's license so you can ride a motorcycle, okay? You gotta have to have some training and also go to motor vehicle and prove your efficiency in a motorcycle course. You know, the thing is though, that training is so critical. A number of police agencies, you know, help out. You go to Chandler, you go to Mesa, you also go to Peoria in the West Valley, and there's some training. Same thing in Tucson. There's a number of schools all over the state that can, you know, it'll cost a few dollars, but what can be better than having some training on what you do? when you're driving a vehicle, okay, you need to be aware of your surroundings. You need to know who's in front of you, who's behind you, who's going to pass you. If you're on the freeway and you see a motorcyclist who's changing lanes or trying to pass you, you know what? Let him pass you, okay? If your traffic is slowing down because of a crash or just traffic congestion, okay, and the motorcyclists come by you, you know, have that respect for the motorcyclists, because you have to look out for motorcycles. You also, you know, there's a couple slogans that we put out, like you came out of nowhere. Well, they do. I mean, cars can come out of nowhere if you don't look at your rearview mirror and you don't know where you are in a particular segment of road or on a local street. Being to know that they're coming, they can come at you. Again, you have to be aware of your surroundings. I never even saw them, famous last words. And that's what happens. You got to see what's out around you, okay? And we're distracted, which I'm very big on making sure that people are not distracted while driving. You know, I hate it when I see people, you know, oh my God, they're driving one hand and they have you know, the other hand has a phone and they're texting. You know, the law's very clear. It's going to be enforced heavily coming up in January 1st, 2021. Don't drive distracted. Number one slogan that we need to promote is look out for motorcyclists, okay? Look out, you know, be on the alert that somebody may be going to get past you or be by you.
This could be one of the tastiest shows we've done in a long time. I saved the best for last. How about you?
Of course. Finish strong, right? We'll share our plates with you when Su Vida returns right after these messages.
Nope, not sharing. Sorry.
We've been enjoying some good eats today from Abbie Cakes, and if cooking is your passion, then you need to check out Destino con Sabor. Immerse yourself in Latin America's most exquisite dishes. Grace Ramirez will take you on a voyage throughout Latin America in search for the region's newest gastronomic adventure in Destino con Sabor, viernes at 11 p.m. on Hogar de HGTV.
Hola, soy Grace Ramírez, escritora, chef y apasionada por la comida latina. Los invito a viajar conmigo por toda Latinoamérica para explorar sus tradiciones y la maestría innovadora de los mejores cocineros y chefs. Amigos que comen unidos permanecen unidos, ¿no? Muchas gracias. No, a ti. De los placeres de la vida. Esto es Destino con Sabor.
Destino con Sabor and many other great lifestyle shows are available with the Cox Latino Pack. Call today and spice up your life.
Hey, did you know you can also watch Su Vida on the go? It's easy. All you have to do is download our Cox Contour app, look up Yurview, and it's a piece of cake. Speaking of cake, JR, what's your last piece from Abbie Cakes? What do you have?
Well, Vanessa, the save the best for last, definitely. I got the s'mores brownie. It's graham cracker crust, fudgy and crackly brownies topped with toasted marshmallows, chocolate sauce, and sprinkles. And if I throw this in the microwave for like 15 seconds, and I can eat it with cold ice cream or just like that because it smells delicious, and I'm sure it tastes fabulous, baby.
Well, I can't put mine in the microwave because I already ate it. However, I can put this in the microwave. It is the original cinnamon roll. It is huge. I can share it with someone, and actually, I'm gonna hold off until breakfast tomorrow. But you know what? We have another foodie in the house, Jesus Trejo. I met him when he was here in Phoenix. He's this funny comedian, and he loves tacos just as much as we do.
Hello, my name is Jesus Trejo. I'm a stand-up comedian from Long Beach, California, born and raised. And I've been a stand-up comedian for 13 years.
You know, if you ever wonder what it's like to be an only child and have fun, go to any bar, wait till 2 a.m., look at that one drunk guy just standing there by himself looking down. And every 2 minutes, you just see him go, that's funny.
I grew up in Long Beach in the late 80s and 90s. And, you know, as time went on, I wanted to be a stand-up comic. And I told my parents that I wanted to be a stand-up comedian. And they weren't totally on board. But eventually, you know, it's like little by little, I was able to, you know, get my mom on board. And then as of recently with my first 1 hour special, which is streaming now on Showtime, my dad was able to jump on board. So slowly but surely, I've been able to work hard at my dream and eventually have both of my parents come on board.
You know, I got 2 kids, ages 70 and 71.
I draw on the experiences of me being a caregiver. My parents are older.
I take care of my parents, which I love. You know why? Because everything my parents told me as a kid not to do, as they're getting older, they're doing it now.
There's a documentary out now, actually. It's called Care to Laugh, and it was a documentary done by AARP Studios. They followed my journey as a caregiver and as a stand-up comedian for a year. In Latino culture, you know, it's very common that we take care of our parents as they age. And I take great pride in being able to help my parents age gracefully. And in this film, you can kind of see that.
Siempre está al pendiente, cómo se siente, no le duele nada. Le digo, no me duele nada, oh, qué bueno. Y es mucha ayuda, mucha ayuda.
Care to Laugh, you guys could download it, rent it, streaming now. Tacos Con Todo is a show produced by Complex and First We Feast, and they were looking for a host, and they approached me and were like, would you be interested in hosting a show where you get to talk to comedians and eat tacos and that kind of thing? I said, well, yeah, sign me up. You know, laughs and good food. I mean, I'm always game.
Ready? Let's do it. Tacos con todo. Gracias. It's going down, baby. Start the episode already. What are we doing? Huh.
One of the things I love about the show is that they showcase the families and their recipes that they've built businesses around and have provided for their families. And it's a big part of Los Angeles.
Honk, honk.
So I hope people are able to watch it. It's on YouTube on the First We Feast channel. Tacos Con Todo Season 2. Watch Season 1 and then catch up with us here on Season 2. You know, usually right after a 1 hour special for comedians, you go out there and you tour and you promote it and you start working on your second hour right away. Things are a little different, but I'm looking forward to going and touring next year. So 2021, I'm going to be on the road, you know, quite a bit, also working on a new special. And I hope to see everyone who has been so kind in supporting my comedic efforts during this time.
Well, as predicted, this has been a delicious show. I really need to make a reservation at the gym.
Cut yourself some slack. I mean, eating 4 desserts isn't something you do every day, is it? Is it really? No? Anyway, we really want to send our heartfelt thanks to Abbie Cakes over on the west side. If you're in Phoenix, it's worth the drive. It's delicious. You won't be disappointed.
Yes, everything is so good. Trust us. We know. All right, we'll see you on the next
Su Vida.